Hi, this is Faye with Golden Aura, and today on our Energy Talks, we are going to talk about protection. Specifically, when I say surrounding yourself in a golden bubble of light. So I'm always saying this, and I am always doing this at the end of my distance Reiki sessions. If you see, I'm like, so this is surrounding my client's energy field in a golden bubble of protective light, and then I zip up their energy field. And so that is pretty much a common practice in different like meditations or in energy work and protection work. And what it basically is it's a visualization practice. You are creating an image of yourself protected in a warm, glowing, golden bubble of light. And it can be done for many different reasons. It can be done for spiritual, for well-being, for protection. It can be done for a visualization exercise. Some people do it. But basically what it is doing is it's creating a protective, energetic field around you, so you feel grounded, centered, and emotionally protected. The color is often gold, but you can switch up that color. You can have it like glittery, you can have it sparkly, you can have it pink, you can have it green, associated with your chakras, which whatever color comes to mind. I would use your intuition. I always do gold, golden aura, like I just love gold. So everything with me is gold. So when you set this golden bubble around you, you are quite literally creating a symbolic intention to protect yourself. So like a symbolic boundary between yourself and the outside world. And so if you're an empath, what I can tell you're probably thinking in your head right now is that's not nice. I don't want to shut people out. And the purpose is not to shut people out. The purpose is not to isolate yourself. The purpose is to help remain connected to your own energy so that you don't get drained or overwhelmed by everything happening around you. And if you are an empath, this is to the umpteenth degree more important to you, because you absorb everybody's energy, you let everything in, and you get sucked dry like a sponge. And a lot of people use this. I know I've said this before. I used to use this before I went into a toxic work environment. But you can use this before you go into the grocery store. You can use this before you go into any store. You can use this before you go into a busy place. You can use this before you go onto an airplane. Situations where you know that you might get stressed, or you know that you're going to be around a lot of people, so that you're not sucking up everything that is not yours. Now, the other thing, and I've said this before, is to just set an intention. You could do both. You can also set an intention that I don't take on others' energy, I don't give away my energy. And so it is. Basically, so people aren't taking your good energy and then sucking you dry. So a lot of things that you'll notice with like energy work is it's a lot of intention based. And so saying that, like, you're not taking on, you're not giving, that is super intention based. The golden bubble of light is intention based and also visualization based. So it's almost like you almost have kind of an extra layer of protection. But a lot of people believe that the golden bubble of light helps them energetically not take on other people's stuff, like not be influenced by other people's stuff, not take on their emotions. When they go into a situation, they feel less stressed, less anxious, and more emotionally resilient, like emotionally able to deal with whatever is thrown at them. And the color doesn't matter itself. What matters is your intention. So what you can do is you can just imagine a big golden bubble of light surrounding you, almost as if you're in the middle of a sun. The other thing that some people do, and it just depends on what I'm doing. I have done both of them, but you can visualize a small dot, like you can visualize it on your third eye or in your heart. And as you do your breath work, your bubble gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I always say this, I don't know if this is the first or, how many videos you've watched of mine, but your breath work with intention. So what that is going to look like is a 4-second breath in, a 4-second hold, and a 6 to 8 second breath out. When you are breathing in, you're breathing golden, glowing light of warmth, of comfort, of everything that serves you. When you are breathing out, you are breathing out anything that no longer serves you. If that's looking like something, it would look like maybe smoke. So it looks like and as you're doing that, you visualize that little light spot getting bigger and bigger and bigger until you are fully engulfed in that protective golden bubble of light. And like I said, it's not like you're keeping anybody out. You're protecting your peace, you're protecting your well-being, you're protecting your energy, and energy is priceless. If you really get into energy work and you really start to realize that energy is work. To not let people drain you, it's work. To get yourself aligned after someone drains you is work. If you are lucky enough that when you get shaken or rattled, that you can like snap right out of it, that is amazing. But from my experience, a lot of people aren't like that. They get rattled and they stay stuck in it. So it's not building up walls. It's just building up boundaries for your own peace. And sometimes the most powerful part of protection is when you simply just start believing that you deserve it. And so you definitely do. So you're here, so you've made the first steps, or maybe you've already started and you're doing great, and this is just a reassurance for you. But whatever it is, I'm glad you're here, and we will see you next time on the next Energy Talks, Reiki, Crystal Reiki, Yoga, or Biomagnetic session. Have a great day.